Hello, my name is Willie Minnix. I'm a pastor and a music teacher in Indiana, and today I wanted to teach you how to play the A minor chord. And to do that, I'm going to show you how to play a little bit of Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower. I'm actually kind of teaching you Jimi Hendrix version of it, at least the rhythm of it. Now, the rhythm guitar on that recording of All Along the Watchtower that Jimi Hendrix really made famous was actually played by Dave Mason, who was in Traffic, and he played with Fleetwood Mac and a whole bunch of other people. He wrote the song Feelin' Alright that Joe Cocker made famous. And Dave Mason played the acoustic on this version of All Along the Watchtower. When you play this, you already have learned, if you watch the Catch the Wind video, how to play the C chord, how to play the F chord, the G chord, the E minor, and the D chord. In this song, you will need the F chord, and you're also going to need the G chord, and then you're going to need the A minor. Now, the A minor is made by putting your first finger on the first fret of the B string. Let's see if I can get a little closer so you can see that. You're going to put your second and third fingers, the middle and ring finger, both on the second fret. So they're side by side on the second fret of the D and the G strings. So D, G, and B are all going to have a finger on them. B will be on the first fret. D and G will be on the second fret, and that will give you your A minor, and you can actually play the entire, all 6 strings for this chord. Okay, now the pattern of this song, the chord progression, one of the things in music, you're going to find that a lot of songs have what are called chord progressions. That means that's the progression or the series of chords that are laid out for that song. And some songs have very typical chord progressions where they repeat several ideas. You'll see, which we'll get into this in another video, there's 1-4-5, there's 1 minor 6, 4-5. There's several different types of chord progressions that you see over and over and over in songs. What's interesting about this song is it's kind of a modification of a 1-4-5. It's the relative minor, which is a minor 6-4-5. And that means that's the 6th note of the scale. It's related to the 1 note of the scale, which means that you're going to play it in the same key, like it has the same key signature. A minor has the same key signature as the key of C. And it also has some of the same chords, G and F being a couple of them. So you have A minor to your G, to your F, back to G, then back to A minor. That completes the chord progression for this song. And what's interesting about this song is that chord progression repeats over and over and over again as you go along. So I'll give you just a little bit of it. There's your A minor, G, F, G, A minor, G, F. And now I'm going to break that rhythm down for you and show you how to play it. The rhythm to this song starts by opening up the second and third fingers of this hand. So you strum down and then you strum up. And then you do down, up, down, up, down, up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, that's your first opening to the song, and it's on the A minor chord. Okay, and if you were playing it with a pick, which I'll mimic one here, that's your strum progression. Then you break up that same strumming pattern on the G and the F, or between the G and the F. So you got, so G, F, I'll do it again, G, if you were playing with a pick, it would look like that. And so to go backwards, it's the same thing. And the song goes like this. I'll give you just a little bit of it. There must be some way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, plowmen dig my earth. None of them along the line know what any of it is worth. So that's kind of the first verse of that song. Now Hendrix's solo, I'm not going to really give that to you right now because this is more for a beginner lesson, but you can actually refer to the previous video on pentatonic box and you can actually start building up solos based off of that. I believe Hendrix plays his solo mainly up in this area, but you can start off down here on the now last time I had it wrong in the pentatonic box video. Here's your C chord, and your C chord repeats as an A chord, which we haven't really gotten into yet, right here on the 5th fret. Okay, so if you wanted to play in the key of C, your pentatonic box will be right here in the key of C on the 5th fret. That's the 2nd dot on most guitars. Now, one of the things that that you might want to keep in mind as you play this is that you play your C pentatonic box, which is also called the G box, which can be confusing to some of the beginners. But anyhow, you would play your pentatonic box in the key of C, also for the key of A minor. So if you're in A minor, you can use the C pentatonic box to play solos with. Now I'm not going to call it the C box because, as you'll see in a future video, the C box is actually another type of box that gives you other scale patterns to play. So don't confuse the C box with the C pentatonic box. What it's telling you is that it's a G form box in the key of C. Okay, now when we get into more theory, that's going to make a lot more sense to you. But for now, just remember that if you want to play this scale, this lead solos with this song just on your own, and you can actually put in Bob Dylan or Jimi Hendrix version and make up your own solos to go along with it. Start on the 2nd dot. If you want to play up here, you'll go to the 2nd dot after the double dot. So it'd be right here. Okay, or down here. So those are some different ideas that you can mess around with when you're playing in this key. You don't necessarily have to play exactly what Hendrix played, although people will recognize it when you play that. But if you're just learning, start with the pentatonic box. And those are some ideas that you can do. One of the licks that I wanted to show you is one that I just played there. You pick a note, and I'm actually on the G string, and I'm on the 7th fret. I've got all 4 of my fingers down so I can get a good bend. And what I'm doing is I'm bending up the G string and the B string at the same time. And so I play the G, bend it, and then I hit the B and release the bend. And then I do a tremolo on the 5th fret of the G string. And then I come down and play the 7th fret of the D string. That's a real famous blues lick that you can throw into a lot of different songs that have sort of a bluesy feel to it. and you can mess around with this and do whatever you like. I have had comments from bass players too. There are a couple different ways to tune your bass. If you tune your bass like the first 4 strings of a guitar, which is E, A, D, G, then you can play a lot of these boxes at least part of the way using the scale. If you tune it starting on a B, it's almost like starting from this string, so you can kind of work it out that way as well. I hope you have fun playing your guitar. I hope you learn to use it and enjoy it yourself first, and then other people will start to enjoy it as you get better and better and better. I hope that this helped you out a lot, and if you have anything that you would like to know about on the guitar, or maybe get some ideas of what some of the upcoming videos might be, shoot me an email and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Or if there's a question that you have that you haven't been able to really find a decent answer for, drop me a line and I'll see what I can do to give you some ideas and some tips. And please go check out my blog. It's http://WillieMinnix.blogspot.com, and pretty soon I should be having available, for those of you who have watched my mandolin videos, my first book on how to play in dead man's tuning should be available soon. Hopefully I'll get it out this year, and I will keep you updated on the progress of that. But please check back, and if you get a chance, buy that book and buy yourself a mandolin, and then you can play guitar and mandolin both. God bless, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time.